So, back for another episode of Believe in Boyt with this GRING team. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. I coined it GRING because it goes for Gravity Sing and it annoys Jamie Keane, so it is worth calling it GRING. So this is a team that I built in a Metafly session, once again with another student. They suggested that they wanted to run Gravity on Bronzong with the Scarlet that could sing, and I was jumping all over that because I am a huge fan of the Gravity and Sleep strategy. I used it a lot back in previous formats. Sword and Shield was only enjoyable when Clefairy Lapras was a good duo. That was back in Series 5. That was the only time that Sword and Shield was fun, when I could just click Gravity and Sing and win. I'm going to try and do the same thing here. So, Bronzong is the best Gravity setup, most likely. There's Stonejourner, and there is Blissey and Chansey and all that, but Bronzong can still set up Trick Room to allow for a mode that is not even Gravity. If you're going with Gravity on the Chansey or on the Stonejourner, that's probably the mode you're committing to. Bronzong sets Trick Room. And that's going to be great, because this can just be a hard Trick Room team that doesn't need to Gravity at all. It doesn't need to sleep spam, but it can. There's 4 Pokemon that can put things to sleep. Scarlet gets a 91% accurate Sing in the Gravity. Azumarill gets a 91% accurate Sing in the Gravity. Toedscruel can Spore a Goldengo. That was why that was put on the team. And Bronzong gets 100% accurate Hypnosis when it goes for Hypnosis in the Gravity as well. Then you've got some heavy hitters in the Medicham and the Mudsdale to round the team off. But also the Azumarill is also a huge heavy hitter, while still being part of the sleep strategy. So this is a flexible team. It is not just a sleep team. It's a hard Trick Room team. And it has a sleep mode. Or it's a sleep team that has a hard Trick Room mode. It's both. So hopefully this is going to do some nice things, because I have missed using Gravity shenanigans, so I'm looking forward to using it now. If you want to use the team, it's in the top right, in the pace, in the description. You know the drill by now, right? Let's get into the games. What's Golduck doing there? Like, my initial impression was, what is Golduck doing there? It's soaking things for Meowscarada, right? But then, should it just be a Tatsugiri even without the Dondozo? Probably, right? But anyway, getting sidetracked. This is a team that looks like it will fold to Trick Room if Trick Room goes up. So I am going to decide to set Trick Room up. How do I do that? Mental Herb is on the Toedscruel, so Talonflame wouldn't be able to taunt it, but it would be able to Brave Bird it. And Toedscruel might not survive the Population Bomb from Mousehold without the Citrus Berry, so Bronzong seems like a reasonable way to go. If I were to go with Medicham and Bronzong, and fake out the Talonflame, even if they Quick Guard, surely there is no way they can stop Trick Room. Right? And then I can bring Azumarill as a Trick Room Sweeper. Do I bring Scarlet or Mudsdale as a Trick Room Sweeper? Oh, it's definitely Scarlet, right? Yeah, it's definitely Scarlet. So, this will allow me to potentially go for Gravity mode. It will also potentially allow me to go for just spam, like heavy hitting attacks in Trick Room. So, you'll have to see which one I go for in this game. Because it does look like if Trick Room goes up, I should be able to just sweep. Like, obviously that is not always the case, and some teams that look like that have some hidden surprises that catch you, especially in Best of 1. Like, there might be some Best of 1 things that catch me here. And now, finally, that's a cool trainer card. And that's my one, not theirs. Because I have hit 10k now, I have done my trainer card. So, alright, so Mousehold won't be able to stop it, right? There's nothing Mousehold can do to stop Bronzong setting Trick Room. Right? Does Mousehold get taunt? Mousehold might get taunt. If it does, then I'm going to regret going with, not going with Toedscruel. But no Quick Guard, so Gale Wing's broken as well. This is nice for Medicham in the Trick Room. Obviously, Covert Cloak is the most common item on Talonflame, so yeah, I'm an idiot. And now I just lose Medicham to the Population Bomb. Oh, that was not good. Oh, that's great, because it missed. I get bailed. I get bailed so hard. Yeah, right now I switch to Scarlet, and I just Gyro Ball. Yeah, that was a foolish move by me. Obviously there, Covert Cloak, that's the most common item. And yeah, just Gyro Ball into the Mousehold. So, not an ideal start, but I will absolutely take the Population Bomb miss. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp is not ideal as well. So definitely a support Talonflame, but that means I can ignore it. Like, not getting Trick Room here is not the worst thing ever, because the Mousehold's not going to do anything with this Population Bomb into my Ghost. And this will still do an okay damage to the Mousehold. It might put it in range of Torch Song. Not quite, but 2 will. 2 will. But also, if I have taken care of the Talonflame when taunt ends, then I'm okay. And I think that it's going to time it, so I will be able to do that. So even if they have population bomb to Bronzong, I'll shrug it off somewhat. Because they have Will-O-Wisp, they don't have space for a fire move. Right? Well, they don't have space for both flying and fire. Because they have Tailwind. Like, every Talonflame has Tailwind. So they've shown the other two moves. So, what can switch in on a Burn Jarable and a Torch Song? Not that. Definitely not that. So now my Skeledirge is completely set up. It has to contend with a Mouse Hold, that's fine. Like, that was not the switch in they wanted there. Shame it was Sash, because then a tiny bit of chip on the Talonflame would be nice, but yeah, this is fine. Because now I'm +2 because of the Throat Spray. Throat Spray Torch Song is a very good combination. And combos with Sing. Because Throat Spray activates on Torch Song and Sing. So it is a very nice combination indeed. But that was not a good switch in. They probably should have just sacked the Mouse Hold there. Because Mouse Hold isn't doing anything for them at the moment. And probably won't in the next couple of turns either. Like, you needed the Meowscarada to be able to knock off me, and now you've lost that. So, oh no, the taunt ended this turn. Okay, fine, fair enough. And it's just Volcarona. Like, they can't beat Skeledirge, right? So they can just Torch Song again. They can taunt me, sure. Do I just Trick Room just to disrespect them? I think I do, because then I'm not taking the Brave Bird on the Skeledirge. So, like, yeah, fine. This is it, like, I don't really care. I could have switched to Medicham for the most optimal thing, but I don't really care. This is forcing them to have to taunt rather than Brave Bird. So this is a free +2 into their +1 Torch Song. I don't feel the need to click Sing at all. Like, obviously Sing would be optimal, but that's a 2-shot on Volcarona. They can't really touch the Skeledirge. There's no way they KO Skeledirge with the combination of support, Talonflame, Brave Bird, and any attack that the Volcarona could go for. They could do it with if they protect and Brave Bird me twice. That would be the only thing. So, is it worth considering protecting and switching into a Azumarill? I think it is. Oh, I'm taunted. I can't do that. I will just attack. But I will switch into a Azumarill. Because Bronzong is somewhat useless here. And like, I probably should have switched the Bronzong on the taunt. Like, obviously they're going to taunt, but that was like a forcing them to taunt situation. But obviously they were going to, because they had to. So, there's the Brave Bird. That was not much damage. This is not going to KO. Ooh, that's a cool tech, but I don't think that helps you, because I'm doing more damage than I did previously. This might KO with a +3. So close, but I am not Aqua Jet on the Azumarill. And it wasn't going to anyway, because they were the Citrus Spray there, so... Right. Oh, Agua Berry, okay. That's less optimal. But that means they don't have Protect, right? There's no way they have Protect. All I need to do is preserve the Scud. What Terra type is this Azumarill? It's water. Okay, so that doesn't help me against the Giga Drain. So... So I might lose the Skeledirge now to the double up. But if I do, then I just KO the Volcarona. If they protect, that's the worst case. But they have Morning Sun, so they don't have protect. So, like, surely they don't have protect. But Grass type won't save them. Right? Because, like, even if they Giga Drain all the health back from my Azumarill and get the KO, then my Torch Song is now +4 and will KO them. And Giga Drain shouldn't KO Skeledirge from there. I did KO the Azumarill, but my Torch Song should be fine. So long as my Torch Song KOs, like it should. Based on the previous damage. And again, obviously protecting the Azumarill was optimal, but I'm forcing plays here. Because now, I go into Bronzong, and once again, same thing. Do they taunt my Bronzong, or do they Brave Bird my Scarlet? They can't do both, and Mouse Holds can't do anything really at all. So, yeah, this is going to Bronzong. And it's Click Trick Room and Hex into the Talonflame. And something bad happens to them to the extent that I will win the game, because Medicham will win. Right? Because then I can just Psycho Cut the Talonflame. Their Gale Wings is broken, so Hex into the... is there even any point? I might as well Torch Song, right? Which is stronger? No, Hex is fine. Hex into Talonflame and Trick Room, forcing the taunt. They can't Terra Ghost or anything like that, so... either way, I should be fine. Like, the Talonflame has just sat there and not done enough. Like, sure, it stops Trick Room, but then I was playing effectively a 2v1. So then, that's absolutely fine as well. And yeah, the game is over now, because something good happens for me that definitely wins me the game. And my EVs are still amazing, so, because I did do the EVs for this team. So, yes, very nice. Yeah, I'm probably wondering why it is Hex. Because I haven't shown any status boosts. And that's why I said, like, this is a hard Trick Room team. I didn't actually click Trick Room until now. Like, I didn't need to. So, Scarlet was very good there. Because that was the point of this. It was supposed to be a Gravity team that didn't need to Gravity in the slightest. It is just very good if I can. So yeah, Torch Song and Durable. So I don't think their lead was particularly great. Like, it stopped Trick Room. Amazing. But, and actually, the Population Bomb missing didn't matter so much because I never brought Medicham back on the field. And therefore, the immediate switch in that I'd have got from the Population Bomb would have actually been better for me. So that one didn't matter. Ah, Excalibur. Always like seeing Excaliburs being used. Although not against me, because it's actually really good. So, Palafin is going to be annoying because it doesn't care about Trick Room. Because it just jet punches through things. There's also a Mungus. So I probably want to try and get through this game without clicking Trick Room. So how do I manage that? That is going to be quite tricky. Rain will be tricky for this. Yeah, this is definitely looking tricky. So I definitely bring a Azumarill. Probably bring Medicham for the Mungus. Like, Bronzong has safety goggles at least. So then if I get Bronzong in Trick Room, actually, then I can just spam the Hypnosis after setting Gravity. Well, I can actually just leave with Bronzong and Gravity immediately, right? This might seem weird. I might leave with Bronzong and Azumarill. Because this is an unorthodox team, so I need an unorthodox approach. I will bring Medicham. That doesn't really help. Scaladurge is okay. Yeah, I'm bringing Scaladurge as well. No Toadcrawl. Toadcrawl is a grass type, but it is neutral to the water type attacks, so it's not actually as useful as it could be. Well, that's a cool trainer card. It happens to be mine. Super Dolphin. Amazing name. I don't know what language that is, but that's an amazing name for Palafin. Super Dolphin. That's so good. Right, so I definitely Trick Room here, if I can. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try to. Or do I? Because then they could just go into the Amoongus, right? But then, I'm not Terra Grass on this Azumarill, am I? It was Terra Water, I already checked. So yeah, I will Trick Room. And I will just play rough to break the sash on the Pelipper, because they're going to flip turn into the Amoongus here. Hydro Pump is likely to KO, and if it does, then that's not good. It's definitely Amoongus, right? That's Scaladurge. Hydro Pump might KO the Bronzong. If it does, that's not good. Yeah, no, that's not good. Because Palafin is just going to go ham now. Right, at least the sash is broken on the Pelipper. I would call that a sash broken. Right, so Medicham is my only Trick Groomer now. They didn't bring a Mungus in, which means they probably don't have a Mungus. Which would be quite surprising against the hard Trick Room team. Medicham loses to the double up. But I could fake out and just liquidation. That's a double KO. That's a double KO. You know, I go into Medicham and I fake out the Pelipper. So that seems okay, because like surely they still have a Mungus in the back, right? Ideally, they attack the Azumarill with the Scarlet here. Like, if I can keep my sash on Medicham, that would be absolutely lovely. Thank you very much. But I doubt it will happen. Also, a switch from the Pelipper is entirely reasonable as well, but nope, I get it here. That's a weird animation for going for fake out from Medicham. I don't recall it going for that. That's a weird way to fake something out. But yeah, Shadow Ball, sash broken, for sure, in Jet Punch range. So, again, not going down to the sash, but it's definitely a sash broken. It's a good thing they didn't Terra on the Scarlet as well. So, like, it's got to be a Mungus. You definitely bring a Mungus, right? If it's Sylveon, I'm totally screwed, but, like, surely they bring a Mungus. There's the Super Dauphin. That's Baxcalibur. So if I would have got Trick Room, then I'd have been looking not too bad. Also, is that going to be the electric? Is that going to be the electric on the Baxcalibur? Because if it's not, Azumarill can just OHKO it, right? I'm going to attempt to double up. Jet Punch surely goes in the Medicham, and it just depends on the Terra type of this Baxcalibur. So they didn't bring a Mungus. So if I would have got Trick Room up, I'd have been actually not too bad at all. Like, they can still Jet Punch me. So maybe that was not their concern, and they KO'd the Bronzong immediately. So, you know, that worked out. But if I'd have led with Medicham and Bronzong, I'd definitely get Trick Room. So, don't be electric, please. That's not Baxcalibur. Will this KO the Azumarill? If it does, then I keep Medicham. And it is still possible. No, it's Ice Shards. Oh, Wave Crash KO. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, didn't think about the Bandit Wave Crash. Yeah, this is going to KO. We're in the rain. It KOs everything. It is Lightfall. But if I do survive, somehow, Azumarill, you definitely don't, because this is too strong. Yeah, too strong. And now I am utterly pinned by the Ice and the Water type, so yeah, not ideal. Because if I Terra, then Ice Shard gets me. And even still, Wave Crash 2-shots me. So I will attempt to Terra, and I will attempt to sing the Baxcalibur so it can't Ice me. And hopefully I survive 2 Wave Crashes for some reason. And then I can get a second Sing off, and then I crit the first Hex on the Baxcalibur. Then I crit the second Hex on the other Palafin. Other Palafin? There's not 2 Palafins. I guess there's technically 2 Palafins. Because there was the first one, and then the Zero form, and then the Hero form. That's this. Yeah, like, I didn't think this was a very good matchup going in. And, like, they didn't even need a Mungus, which is quite surprising. But, yeah, like, Banded Jet Punch was good enough anyway. This still does huge damage. Like, that almost OHKO'd, so, like, yeah, like, I do need to look into Palafin a bit more, because that was a lot. That was seriously a lot of damage. It is quite ridiculous damage, so, yeah, not much could have been done there. Like, even thinking back, I don't think there was too much else that I could have done. Like, obviously, like, leave with Medicham and Bronzong. That would have been okay. Like, that would have been working out somewhat, but that would have lost to a Mungus quite heavily, so couldn't have predicted they didn't bring it. Well, there it is. There is the Dondozo. So, what can we do for that? They got the Dragonite to Extreme Speed thing, so it doesn't care about Trick Room as well, but I've got a Ghost, and I'm bringing Scarlet for sure. So, Bronzong, if it gets Spec Shadow Balled, would be the worst thing. So the most consistent way to do it would be Toadscrawl and Bronzong. But that is very passive on the next couple of turns. So... but I want to go with Medicham, because the Goldango lead is the awkward one. I guess I can Terra Dark with the Bronzong, but then I can't Terra Skeledirge with the Dondozo. So then that's not ideal. I'm going to go Medicham and Bronzong. I'm just not going to face the Don... No, not the Dondozo. The Goldango. Because I don't particularly like this. Like, if it's Specs Goldango, then it gets me. If it's not Specs Goldango, then I should be okay. But Specs is very, very common. So I can't just rule that out completely. That's a cool trainer card. And so's theirs. You've got the best music as well. That's not the lead I was expecting, but I'm perfectly content with that. Because this is just Fake Out into Meowscarada and Trick Room. So I'm glad I led with this. Watch them Fisher my definitely heat-proof Bronzong, right? Because no Bronzong is ever Levitate. Well, he yawns. That's alright. I'm fine with that. So we're playing the sleep game now. Now, close combat to Meowscarada is incredibly obvious, right? Because I do want to switch into Azumarill here, for sure. Like, they would knock off the Bronzong, right? But they could Flower Trick predicting the Azumarill because I'm obviously switching. But, like, definitely close combat to Meowscarada, right? So you surely get to go for your Tatsugiri switch, is the logic I am following. That works as well. That's fine. Because all you're doing is yawning. And Medicham does a lot of damage. Like, they are disrespecting Medicham right now because this is a chunk. That's almost a two-shot. That is a two-shot if I Fighting Terra. Do I Fighting Terra, disrespecting them not switching to Tatsugiri? Might not be with the leftovers, but yeah, that's a chunk. That's a massive chunk. Again, is the Tatsugiri switch happening? I think I will still attack the Meowscarada, because I'm still, like, this is the Tatsugiri switch in, but this is okay, because if it does switch in, they're locked in with the Dondozo, and I get to Gravity and punch it again, so that's also okay. And it's still just yawn. They're still just yawning. That's okay with Meowscarada. That frees up Azumarill. It's worth just setting Gravity and going to sleep, because then I can sing in the future. So is it Tatsugiri, or the other thing? That is the other thing. So yeah, Arcanine coming in. Like, this is obviously the Azumarill switch in, right? So I'm going to switch into Skeledirge this time. And I'm going to switch into Azumarill with this slot. So I'm not going to quite commit to the Gravity just yet. Because I'm just going to spam Sing without it. So hopefully I got this the right way around. They seem content to do Yawn spam. This might be the fake out Tatsugiri Dondozo combination where it is just the bulky Dondozo and then they just yawn stuff forever. Yep, there's another yawn. And obviously this is the Azumarill switch into the Will-O-Wisp thing that? No, not quite. Now, this is like... Again, we're still playing with this potential Tatsugiri switch. I could Liquidation the Arcanine, because obviously I'm switching the Azumarill out of the sleep, right? I'm going to sing the Don Lozo. I'm going to be that guy. Because if it works, I am in a great position. If it doesn't... Yeah, that's what happens. Nothing. But that's good. This could be brilliant. Scarlet Urge. We're living. Scarlet Urge. My EV's amazing. Scarlet Urge. You're immune to extreme speed. Nice. Very nice. That is good. That is very good. Let's trick them over. Trick them's over, right? So sleeping Don Lozo is always a good thing. And Trick Room is over, right? Yeah, so I can Protect and Trick Room, and then I can Hex and Gravity next turn. Because I'm Heat Proof, so... Like, I could Hex this turn. No, they... Like, I would Flare Blitz the Scarlet Urge. I was wrong, but, you know. I would have Flare Blitzed the Scarlet Urge. But that is not Tatsugiri, so that is the fake... the fake one. So this is fine. Because even if they Flare Blitz, I'm Heat Proof. And yes, I can still play Pokemon. So this is good. Because now this is Gravity setup. And now I'm in a fantastic position. Sleeping the Dragonite is definitely the play, because when I lose the Scarlet Urge this turn, then I will be able to just go for Liquidation into the Arcanine slot. So, yeah, definitely Gravity. Or is it worth just launching the Torch Song? So I am +1 at this point. No, I'll go for the Sing. Because the Extreme Speed into the Medicham would be awkward. But I didn't Terra. That would have been better, because then I'd be able to close combat then. Okay, good. That one's 91% accurate. They are Lumberry. Okay. Not ideal. Just Ice Spinner, okay. The Lumberry ones don't tend to carry Protect either, so... But Heat Proof is very good. So... I can go into a Azumarill here, and I can double Sleep. But they're definitely switching the Arcanine. Like, they're definitely switching the Arcanine, right? There's no way you don't, because then you can take the sleep from the Sleeping Don Lozo, and you don't get Liquidation, and you reset your Intimidate to be able to Intimidate the Azumarill, right? So there is no way. So therefore, I'm doubling the Dragonite. There is a singular way. It would seem there is a way. But I'm still doubling the Dragonite, and it's still good things, so... There is the normal type, so they're going to get a somewhat good Extreme Speed off. But I'm quite surprised there was no Arcanine switching, given that could have been Liquidation. If this is Protect, then I'm still making the correct play. But, yeah, there was no Protect there. Quite surprising. This is going to chunk. But, this should theoretically be a double KO. It's double Extreme Speed. That would be why. Okay. It's better KO the Dragonite. This is not KOing the Dragonite. Not quite. But that looked like multi-scale damage, so... Yeah, definitely Hypnosis here. I could Gyrable. That looked like it would KO. I'm going to go for it. Because that looked like multi-scale to me. Oh, that's not ideal. Because that could have been Hypnosis into the Arcanine. And now I'm in Extreme Speed range again. That's not good. Yeah, that was a suboptimal turn. They're clawing back into the game now. Oh, they really are. They're going for Flare Blitz. Wow, that's a good call. That's a really good call. And now I'm in Extreme Speed range with the Bronzong. That was a fantastic call. That was so brave, because that could have been just Hypnosis into the Arcanine. It was not, so that's not ideal. Yeah, so I need to just double the Arcanine this turn then. One of them gets KO'd. I don't know if I can't remember if Dondozo's guaranteed to sleep or not. But now I definitely lose because I can't fake out the Dragonite. So this is over. That was a very good play from them. Yeah, because that goes quite wrong if I just attack with Azumarill and Hypnosis. And I was strongly considering doing that. But they made the correct play there, and they are in a very good position now. Especially because Trick comes over. Yeah, I don't see any ways out. Because Extreme Sweet Dragonite just wins. The Lumberry was killer as well. If there wasn't Lumberry, I'd have been in a fantastic position. If I'd have Hypnosis the Dragonite, I'd have been in a fantastic position. If I just clicked Hypnosis, I'd have been okay. But now, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Yeah, I can't see anything. Terra fighting, just for the fun of it. To see if this would have KO'd the Dondozo, because I will be able to see this turn. But yeah, that was a combination of things. The Lumberry was bad, and the fantastic play from my opponent was also very bad for me. That tends to be a theme. If your opponent makes a good play, that's not good for you. So ideally, your opponents just play terribly every time. Not going to happen though. Because there's a significant increase in the skill level of this game since when I started playing. Not quite, but it would have done if I did it twice previously before that leftovers, because that's like a leftovers tick right there. But it woke up, so yeah. Not ideal. I don't think there was too much I could have done better. Apart from hypnosising the correct slots, because like, obviously I went for a blind sing and got it, so I was rewarded for that. I think I was playing around the Tatsugiri switch in far too much, because obviously there was no Tatsugiri, so playing around that was pointless. If I'd have gone for liquidation into the Arcanine as well, because I was very much calling the Tatsugiri switch in and all that. No, it wasn't that turn, it was the protecting the Arcanine, or the switch out, the intimidate. Because they stayed in with the double extreme speed. If I'd have gone for liquidation into the Arcanine, I surely win that one. Because then the Arcanine gets KO'd, Dragonite is then dealt with Hypnosis by the Bronzong, and then I can win with the Medicham. Because they went for the normal Terror, they get Hypnosis the next turn, and then Close Combat KOs them. Did they? I wasn't even watching. Did they not KO me that turn? They went for Protect, didn't they? I'm not gonna. I gave them the chance to have the satisfaction, and they didn't take it, so that's on them. Because there's no point protecting there, you literally just extreme sweep whenever, so you don't get your satisfaction, even though you earned it with that great play. Ah, opposing hard trick home. So, let's do against that. Torkoal is going to be quite annoying. So I definitely bring Mudsdale to this one, for sure. Mudsdale is great here. I might even just lead it. But then if I face Annihilate as the lead, then I can go for Toadscrawl and sacrifice that instead. So, yeah, that seems fine. Do I want to bring Bronzong for gravity stuff? Because I don't like Azumarill here because there is the Gastrodon. I definitely like Scarlet here, but it is between Medicham and Bronzong for me. But I think Medicham. Yeah, because Bronzong doesn't do anything against the Torkoal. Medicham can at least survive with a Focus Sash. And I'm not bringing Azumarill as well. It's only one Singer. Everything's on the ground, so Mudsdale wouldn't need the gravity. So, yeah, that should be fine. Well, that's a cool trainer card. It happens to be mine. So there is Annihilate. So this is just Rage Powder and High Horsepower for sure. And if they Terra, then fine. But I will... What was the Terra on this? It was ground, right? Yeah, it was ground. I don't feel a need to do that just yet. Because if they do Terra, I wouldn't have KO'd them anyway. So... yeah, we'll just Rage Powder away the final Gambit. It might be a U-turn, and then I keep my Toadscrawl, and I'm fine with that. This might have even tried to be a fake Trick Room and U-turn their own armorage. Like, there's the grass type. But that's okay, because then that's just close combat now. Okay, although it might be min speed and then that underspeed Medicham. But are they just sacrificing Annihilate? Yep, they are. That's fine. Better Toe Screw than Mudsdale. And this will still chunk the armorage. And if they go into Torkoal, then I can just survive the eruption with the Mudsdale and high horsepower. Oko it's back. That is the point of the choice band. That was a chunk. That was a good chunk. So I'll go into Medicham here. I guess Scatterdirge is okay as well. I could just go for a Blind Sing. And to be fair, if I hit that Blind Sing, I just win immediately. Because Medicham might probably underspeeds the armorage, given that this is a hard Trick Room team. So then if they go into Torkoal, they get the Eruption, huge damage to Mudsdale, and something gets KO'd. Whereas if I go into Scatterdirge, then this does give me... I'm going to go for the Blind Sing. This does give me the chance to just immediately win 55% of the time. Whereas the previous one, it might have still been awkward, and that's not a Torkoal. That's an Indeedee. So, okay. I'm still okay with that. And it is Psychic Seed. Okay, that's fine. So now I can just go for a double up KO on the Indeedee, right? Oh, no. Okay, I see what they've done. And I can't stop that now. Because they're going to go for Expanding Force, soften me up for Eruption. So I can't double KO this turn. I need to Sing and not KO. Yeah, that's not ideal. Because I can't KO them while they Expanding Force me, because then Eruption just wins. So, yeah, didn't KO. Sing hits the Indeedee, so that's a good start. Now I need Scatterdirge to be able to survive 2 Expanding Forces. I don't think it will. It depends if it's Life Orb or not. Yeah, okay. It is Life Orb. So now I get to go... At least I can go for a Hex and a high horsepower into the Armourouge. Oh, and then... Yeah, how many turns of Trick Room's left? 3. Not enough. I need to reverse it with my own Medicham as they stay asleep. So yeah, now I can double the Armourouge. Because I couldn't get a KO on the Indeedee there. And this combination should KO. I could Sing, actually. But if I miss the Sing, I'm totally screwed. If I hit the Sing, I should be fine. But I can still somewhat see a path to victory if I do just connect with this. And if they protect here, then that's fine. Like, they're wasting another turn. Actually, no, that's not fine. If they do protect here, that's really bad. Okay, this is okay. Quite surprised they hard switched to Torkoal, given that I could just high horsepower KO'd that. And then I immediately win. But this is still a path to victory, right? No, it's not. What was I thinking? No, I need to catch that Torkoal. I need to double protect now. What's the best way? Because it's either switch into Medicham and likely sacrifice both, as they would have wasted 2 turns of sleep, so they probably say, like, I would need them to stay asleep again for a 3rd time, and then I can win with the Mudsdale. Or I can still just go for the double protect with Scatterdirge anyway, right? And then they need the 1 turn sleep if I just sacrifice the Mudsdale instead. But then I kind of need fighting type. They have protecting the Indeedee, right? No, that was Helping Hand. Okay, it must have been Helping Hand, because they can't underspeed the Scatterdirge. Yeah, fighting type close combat needs to... Oh, I can... No, Zen Headbutt Flinch into Torkoal. If I get the double protect on Scatterdirge, I'm utterly sorted. But if I don't, then I probably need Zen Headbutt Flinch. I don't... Yeah. like, Medicham is strong. I've got time. I don't tend to calc in the videos, but I've got time. So, this is assuming the Indeedee stays asleep this turn. Right? So, Torkoal. And then, no, it doesn't default to close combat. How much time do I have? 27 seconds. That's fine. That's plenty of time. That's not a KO. I need 7 headbutt punch them. No, actually, no. Yeah, no, I can go for close combat into the Torkoal this turn, and I will try to double protect. If I do double protect and they stay asleep, I win. But otherwise, I need a 3-turn sleep. No, 3-turn sleep still does it, right? No, because my Medicham's min speed and underspeed Indeedee. So no double protect, so Indeedee is not, like, it's going to be the offensive like it should. But yeah, I need 3-turn sleep on Indeedee, and no, it's impossible now. It is impossible now. Because I attacked the Indeedee, or didn't attack the Indeedee, unless I critical hit the Torkoal, and then I get 3-turn sleep. They woke up anyway, so it made no difference. So, but if they would have stayed asleep, then, yeah, close combat KO the Indeedee is into Zen Head, but Flinch would win the game. But that one, like, obviously they wake up, so there was no chance. Switching in the Torkoal was very brave. I could have just high horsepower with them. Like, that was a surprising play, but it worked out, obviously. I guess I needed to sing the Armarouche and hit. Cool Witzer. Wow, okay. Huh. They got Torkoal as well. Not the most ideal. That's dead is not bad here. Well, they got Arboliver and Chlorits, actually, to be fair. I think I can attempt to Gravity stuff. Go with Scarlet and Bronzong. Because ideally I can Gravity and get the things going. There's a Torkoal, so I'm going to bring Mudsdale. And Azumarill is also not too bad here. So I will bring Azumarill. That's a cool trainer card. It happens to be mine. Okay, pretty standard. So then would they even go for Trick Room on this turn? So I'm going to click Gravity this turn for sure. If they do Trick Room, then that's what I was saying. Not just, I haven't set Gravity yet. I'll get the Torch Song first. They just flamethrowers, so heat proof. Very nice. Well, that's a burn, so Gyro Balls are doing nothing and just chipping me into flamethrower range. And the Indeedee's attacking as well, so... Oh, the Indeedee's going for Trick Room. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm fine with that. Because now I get to Hypnosis and Sing. It's just, would they follow me? Torch Song won't KO them, right? Because I don't want to KO them this turn. It's interesting they're Flamethrower and not Armor Cannon. Oh, that's going to be close if it does. But I will still go for it. If I get them the paid switch into Torkoal, then that's very bad. So this Torch Song better not KO. So that better not be being a low roll into a high roll Torch Song at +2. But if they don't follow me here, then this is going to be hilarious. Nice. Disrespected the Hypnosis completely. that's pretty good. So, one would assume there is Torkoal waiting in the back, so I don't actually want to KO yet. I might even... If I KO... Oh, I do KO, okay. Right. Scarlet is too strong there. Scarlet just survives. And if I Terror the Bronzong... No, I've taken too much damage. Definitely taking too much damage. It's interesting taking such little damage from the Burn with the Heat group as well. It's Arbor Liver. I mean, that's a Pokemon, but it's not Torkoal, so I can just go for Hypnosis into the Arbor Liver and Hex, right? And I'm completely sorted, because I underspeed the Arbor Liver. Right? Arbor Liver is 39, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. And then Hex absolutely bodies this Armor Rouge. There is no chance that it survives. I am +3. They are asleep. Is that a... That's a Cassette Berry. They're still not surviving this. yeah, I said that even without the Resist Berry, and then Resist Berry didn't matter. So I KO'd 2 of them, so it's fine. I have now, again, given the paid switch into the Torkoal. But is that the worst thing at this point? Because again, Scarlet is full HP. How many turns of Trick Rooms left? Because all I have to do is high horsepower that Torkoal. It's 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2. And I brought a Zoom in the back and Mudsdale. Yeah. So I need to KO the Arbor Liver, ready for the Azumarill and the Mudsdale. I guess if they wake up and Earth Power is enough to KO the Skeleturge, that could be somewhat something, but they do stay asleep, that's good. Have you seen that the shadow of Arbor Liver almost looks like the Psychic Terror? It looks quite nice in the expanding, like, not in the expanding, it was in the Psychic Terrain. Also, no, it looks like a power button. It looks like, you know, a power button, like the circle with a little dash. It's gone now. So last turn. I'll go into a Azumarill because that can protect. Because now I can very safely just double protect here. There is no downside. I don't need to, but also, if they like crit, like Terrify it, they can't Terrify it. If they crit the Azumarill, like with Eruption, if they double crit and then I miss high horsepower and then they crit again, that could be bad. So I will just play it 100% safe. Like, you've got to manage your odds. There could have been a world that Torkoal won, but apparently my opponent didn't see it. But yeah, that one was pretty sweet.